In this final video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of how to set constellations and options that you've got for displaying the Milky Way. So at the moment, the screenshot is showing no constellations at all. What I'm going to do, into settings, and we need to select constellations and then show constellations, and I prefer show names as well. So with those selected, click done, and there is a view that we're all used to seeing, showing Ursa Major, Hercules, etc. Now there are other ways of displaying them. Go back into settings and you can have mythical figures. Done. They only come into play as the constellations center on the screen though, as you can see. Not a big fan of those myself. One of the settings I do use quite a bit though is the IAU boundaries, which shows you exactly the limits of the constellation. So if I zoom into Ursa Major there, you can see the IAU constellation boundary surrounding it. Okay, I'm going to turn that off just to make things easier to see. The other setting that I want to show you is how to display the Milky Way. So this is the setting that I have it on. It allows me to see stars on the outline of the Milky Way, but it's not too overpowering. If you go into settings and select Milky Way, you can see the options there. Now one of them is you can turn it off altogether. Done. You can see it has now disappeared. That's great for finding various stars, but it's not particularly realistic when you're at your telescope. So I prefer to show it. You can have it as a framed outline, but I find that quite messy personally. So the realistic image is there, but a little bit distracting. So I prefer the filled area. So that's that done. And the final piece I want to show you, back into settings again, is you can change how dense you have the Milky Way just using that slider. So I have it about 75%. So there you go, how to set the Milky Way and constellations.